need.
We've heard about arranged marriages always working, it seemed to work out so well.
Well,
Maybe there
that's
should be a department for that, shouldn't there?
there absolutely should be.
I can't choose.
I
I can't
can't
seem to get it
choose.
right. I
It
can't
should
seem to get it
look.
right.
This is the thing.
I want to sign up to somebody who can choose for me.
Yeah, and the divorce rates amongst arranged marriages is a lot lower than when people have the choice from themselves. I mean, you would have think theoretically,
You've got the peer pressure from parents, haven't you? You can't sort of, you don't want to let them down, perhaps. I don't know.
it may be. Well, look, a lot of people kind of like saying, yeah, it's because of the society. If there's arranged marriages, mean that there's unlikely you can't divorce or divorce easily because of societal pressures or government or whatever. The people put it on society, but it's not necessarily. But hang on, okay, even without it, you've got all this freedom to choose and to live together or find it or spend as much time as you can getting to know each other, which is a criticism about what they criticism of arranged marriages is they don't get to choose or find out about the other person. With all that, then, but there's still terrible divorce rates. That means people are not getting it right, even with all that freedom to choose.
But why do you think there is such a vast amount of divorces these days compared to the generation not too long ago?
Because back then, people really are sticking to the tradition what they need rather than what they want. And I guess a lot of it's a lot of things, okay?
Do you think it's societal changes?
Society, but back then
internet,
also,
internet and things being more accessible, like
yeah,
this
before,
godlike technology.
yeah,
in our back pocket?
before, you were limited in how you meet someone. If you were introduced through someone or just happened to meet each other at a gathering or so forth,
There was
yep.
no swipe left or swipe
No,
right.
it's
then,
none
but
of that. So people actually cherished and valued, the people that they meet, and also they put more effort into it. I'll say.
Well, they used to go to things called discos. You remember?
But even but that's by chance as well. But but the thing is with the arranged marriages, like I have to say with the parents, there's a few things. Parents know their child well, so they'll know what the child actually needs. Yeah, and because they're not emotionally involved, they make a rational
That's
choice.
a good point, isn't it?
Rational choice without the emotion
Yeah.
into it. You know,
Mum always knows best.
I mean, you might be spellbounded by that hot-looking girl, but your mother would look
your
and
mum
say,
does, so
"Nah, that's all there is to
family
it."
show, won't say.
Yeah, that's all. She wouldn't. She would look through and say, "Well, there's nothing. There's no substance to her."
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get after a year when when it wears off, that effect wears off, and and then what's left? Then you'll see it. You're no longer spellbound. It's just like, okay, wow, you look at you inspect an apartment. These great views on this from this apartment. We move in. After a while, he becomes really jaded because he keeps seeing that view all the time, every day. Don't you?
Well, that which initially attracts.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? After a while, it can even turn to disgust.
Of course. Well, just like that great views on the apartment you move into is great, and then
Yeah,
after a while
you don't notice it anymore.
you don't notice it. Then you notice all the other inconveniences. It's actually rather far from your workplace, and so you farther travel, and then and also there's not many shops around. You actually go a bit further, or the lift's not right, or that things
looks
like
good in the beginning.
yeah in the beginning, but
then
then
you start picking out all the faults.
yeah. So
And the other thing about relationships is that we usually peacock,
with the show off.
Like we show off the feathers and say, look at me and all that. But once all the feathers are all folded away, type of thing, the ugly psyche
Rears his ugly head.
rears its ugly head.
So this is when you're saying the peacock. This is what in real life those Friday night drinks at the bar is.
Yeah.
You say,
Parking the Ferrari out the front.
yeah, I say after work, the men there and the women.
Forget your phone in the car, come back and beep, 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 so everybody can see you getting into it.
The peacock effect. It's more men or women.
Well, it's both, isn't it? I mean, you just look at consumer society. Nearly everything is based upon this sexual impulse. The way we dress, the way we look. I mean, women put the paint on their face.
War paint,
You know,
as some
war
would call
paint.
it.
They're out for war.
Out to win a battle, as a saying.
And men, you know, they do the same things, and nearly all men's decisions is also as well, or a lot anyhow. Yeah. So, what a tricky subject matter.
Well, yes.
Imagine being a specialist in this.
Yeah, you've seen it in action? Well, they offer to each other at Friday night drinks, and they, you know,
Well, it's all based on the bottle of wine, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, and how long it goes.
It loosens up the conversation a bit.
But then
Oh, dear.
all preening and having a look and see what's around, both sides.
Yeah.
Or do the women just sit there and looking around and waiting for a guy to come up and offer to buy a drink?
Or seeing who's liking them on their screen, and usually that's a lot of the time that people are checking phones is to actually see if they're loved.
Oh,
You know, they're checking out to see, who loves me. Or
you're talking about Facebook, or you're talking about
anything, really. It's anything. It's
or text messages or things like that?
yeah. You know, we're always looking to see if we're loved.
Because we all desire love, as I say. A bottom line.
Yeah. Well, we all deserve it. We all deserve love. You know, even the most heinous of us, we still deserve some form of loving. Adolf Hitler.
Yes. Okay, I think you caught yourself there.
Dear. Yeah. Oh, God.
But yeah, as it comes down to, look, it's all instinct, and
But what
women.
you're saying about the apartment with the view, one of the key ways to know if a person is good for a partnership or not is to slow down your internet speed and see how they react. If they react.
Oh, okay.
I read that as a joke. It says
You're trying to be playing hard to get.
As a good person for a relationship is slow down your internet and see how they react.
Another way of saying
Okay,
play
I'm not going out with her anymore.
play hard to get, right? Another way of saying it.